Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, on Second Thought, the Oscars backtrack on their demand of all nominees being in person. So what's the deal now? I'll tell you in the hot dish. Then, two members of the Jason Show family return. First, I just adore him. Garden guy Dale Kay has tips on seating this time of year. What you need to know.
And this way, just people.
And I adore her. Erin Campbell from Nadia Cakes makes her Jason Show return with the hottest cupcakes of the season, and you won't believe what they are. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Croquet. Good morning, Fergus Falls. What did I say, croquet? Oh, I just recently played strip croquet a couple days ago. That's what made me think of it. Good morning.
Cloquet.
Cloquet. I said croquet, didn't I? I did, didn't I? We're off to a great start. Hey, welcome to the show. Hey, Leo, can we just roll the open again? Can we just start the show over? Welcome to the Jason Show. Good morning to you. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister. Oh, my goodness. Can we just run a rerun? It's Kendall Mark, everybody.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good show today.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. Cloquet, known for that really good burger and milkshake joint that's only open in the summer.
Oh.
Gordy's. Thank you.
Gordy's.
Gordy's. When I went to the Boundary Waters last time, we had that as our first meal out of the Boundary Waters.
Gordy's at Croquet, in Croquet, right there. Cloquet, I know. Anyway, hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, by the way, thanks for finding us today. We are, as long as the trial is going on, we have moved in the Minneapolis-St. Paul market. We are on the sister station, Fox 9 Plus. So thank you to all of you that have found us, that are supporting us through the next month or so. We all really, really appreciate it. And to just see how many people are actually watching, today's password is turkey neck. Turkey neck. Because it's turkey neck soup day. So what I want you to do, I just want to see how many people are actually watching today. How many of you, how devoted are you to our show? How many clicks of the remote did it take to find us? I want you to send turkey neck, just those two words, to the Jason Show Facebook page.
What do you win?
Send just a direct message. You win our admiration and love. Yeah. So just type turkey neck and send it to us. I just want to see about how many people are watching. Yeah, what? Oh, I just found out there is a prize.
Oh, really? Do
If you send us turkey neck, one of you will win a date with Ted.
Wow, wait. Ted,
right.
are you on board?
Ted was not consulted before this contest. But, but people are going to great lengths. I bring this up because my mother, the Dar,
Yes.
the legend herself,
Yes.
as we speak, is sitting in an abandoned bar watching us. Where she's at right now doesn't get the Fox 9 Plus. My mother broke into a bar. I'm just joking. She didn't break into a bar. But she's sitting in an abandoned bar. I am not kidding right now because it's the only place near her that has Fox 9 Plus. She's sitting by herself at a bar.
Are there some dusty bottles in there that she can at least partake in?
Dar will find it. She'll find it. If there's a bottle, Dar will find it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Anyway, but that's how devoted my mother, my lovely mother is. So
That's fabulous.
It's fabulous. So thank you. And again, I'm waiting for the flood of turkey necks to come in. Okay, one more thank you
Yes.
to our good buddy, Madeline Smithberg. Now, you know Madeline. She's now a regular on our show. She is the former producer for Late Night with David Letterman back in the 80s. And more importantly, she is the host, creator of Mad in the Kitchen, a great cooking show. Not only does she do our show, but the national people picked her up, and now she's on the Today Show. Now, look at this shot real closely. This is her bit on Hoda and Jenna. And look, if you look closely at the shot, right there, it's me. Now, what's funny about this is, in some markets where our show airs, like here in Minneapolis, we go up against them. So don't watch them. But I love that inadvertently, through Madeline, we were on NBC.
Uh-huh. Hi.
Yeah. Because she does. I love that. It's a little eagle-eyed viewer sent us that.
Funny.
Thank you, Madeline. We love you. We love you.
She's so great. She's so funny.
We have some great ones today. You saw in the little open there. Dale Kay's back, and Erin Campbell is back. My mother loves her, so it's a good day for Darth. She's in a bar, and Erin Campbell's back. Woo. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Woo. Let's get going. Croquet. It's only a matter of time after originally saying there would be no Zooming allowed at this year's Oscars. The Academy is ready to change its mind. As Lily Tomlin once said, never mind. Oh, no, it was Gilda Radner. According to Hollywood Reporter, nominees will hop on a Zoom call today with show's producers. The producers are expected to give nominees the option for Zoom if they aren't able to make the show in LA. Now, a few weeks ago, the Academy said Zoom would not be allowed because it negatively affects the broadcast. But nominees were like, hold on there, Snoopy. They voiced their concerns about international travel restrictions and quarantine requirements for those currently working on projects. So they've totally changed their tune. April 25th, you can watch the Oscars. I was on the side of the producers conceptually. You know, it's a show. You want it to look great. And let's be real. Zooms don't always look fantastic. However, all of those people, nobody thought, I always say I want to be in that meeting. Nobody in that meeting thought, oh, you know what? This might not be a good idea. There might be some restrictions we should consider.
Right.
Nobody, Kendall?
Right, and they work in the industry.
Yes!
So they know all the things we don't know about what's going on there.
Yes!
Well, and like someone that's getting nominated who might be in their 70s or 80s or might have underlying health conditions, they're like, I'm not coming.
No. And can you blame them?
Right.
Like, think of if Gloria Stewart was still around from Titanic. She was is that what Gloria? I think her name was Stu.
Okay.
Imagine if she was around. I wouldn't want old Rose coming to the Oscars.
No.
Old Rose has had enough.
She's done enough.
She survived the sinking.
Yes.
She floated on that piece of wood with hypothermia.
Yes.
And now you want her to come to the Oscars with the COVID?
Hello.
No.
Would she bring the blue diamond necklace with her? Or is that in the ocean? I can't remember.
Can I tell you,
ends.
that was one of the things that reminded me that I don't have good taste in jewelry because that thing is so ugly to me. Like even if it's so gaudy that, but I don't know what, do you not think? Like do you like the, you like it, don't you?
Call the heart of the ocean gaudy?
Yeah, it's like the size of a fourth grader.
Excuse me, if somebody put that around your neck, you'd be very happy. Look at that thing, it's worth like $1 bajillion.
No, I would take it to Pawn America. Are they around still?
Pawn America?
Pawn America?
We almost harmonized there.
It was that phrase, that commercial jingle, and National American University. When I first moved here to Minnesota, that was the first thing I learned in 1997. National American University. Yeah. Bing, bing.
That and the Shanko, they've got on the radio all the time.
What?
The Shanko one that's on the radio all the time?
What's that one?
Saturdays and Sundays from 9 to 5 or online at shanko.com.
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you.
I love that.
I'm Tom Shane.
Bankruptcy. That's all we do, and we do it well. Next in the dish. Production for the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series is set to begin next month, and the cast is loaded with stars. Joining Ewan McGregor will be Hayden Christensen, who will play Darth Vader. Now, this is why this is a big deal. People didn't think that Darth Vader was going to be in this show, and now he's going to be in the show, and Hayden's back. Joel Edgerton and India Varma will be in it as well. The show will take place 10 years after the events of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and the series will air on Disney+. If you're not a Star Wars person like I am, just to bring you into the conversation, this is the time frame that people want to see stories from. Right when Darth Vader is newly Darth Vader and he's in a really bad mood.
Right.
He's younger. I mean, he doesn't have any legs or arms, but he's in a bad mood. He doesn't.
Yeah.
They're all gone. They had to put
burned
robotic.
off
Yeah.
They cut them.
He's in a very bad mood.
Yes.
And he's mean. He's meaner than a snake at this time. And I'm so excited. No word on when it's going to debut, though.
Okay, so for anyone who may have forgotten, do you maybe want to say why Natalie Portman's not going to be in it? Because that was my first question until I remembered what happened to Natalie Portman.
Well, okay, spoiler alert for a 15-year-old movie, but Padme,
Yes.
she went to the great beyond.
Yes.
Yeah.
She fell asleep. Forever.
Sure, sure. And so many words. She fell asleep. Yeah.
Well, honestly, that was my. I know I haven't seen the movies in so long that was my very first thought was like, oh, but Natalie Portman's not back, and then I had to really think about it, and I was like, oh, there's a reason.
Yeah. Next in the dish, the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of New York City features a new cast member as well as a blast from the past. But the latter may be short-lived. Take a look. Heather Thompson that's her to the right, was a part of the part of the cast for seasons 5 through 7. She returned as a friend of the cast for the new season, but apparently got into it right away with Leah McSweeney. According to Us Weekly, the two butted heads almost instantly, and things escalated from there. Heather was caught off guard and felt Leah was playing it up for the cameras. After one dinner party, Heather wanted out and stopped filming the new season. And by the way, you can watch it in May on Bravo. Heather's a little polarizing. I didn't love her.
Okay.
I go back and forth. Here's my warning.
Please.
Here's my prediction. Leah McSweeney came out of last season, her first season, red hot. People loved her. I hope she doesn't overplay that card this year because she's a little Nutter Butters, and we love that in her debut season, but if she is just a nonstop train of Nutter Butterness, she's going to overplay the card. And we see that happens so many times in this franchise. A new housewife comes on, they get a lot of good buzz. They believe, never believe your press. They start believing their press, and they act a fool in their sophomore season, and the audience turns on them. Go back to see season 2 of this show. Audience totally turned against me.
Totally.
I had to redeem myself in season 3.
What was the key word again?
Oh, that's right. If you're watching the show today, turkey neck. Turkey neck. Email that to the Jason Show Facebook page. I want to see how many people are watching.
We want all the turkey necks.
That's right. Well, it's Turkey Neck Soup Day. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay with us. It is. It's a thing. We'll be right back. Coming up, simply the best. Icon, legend, Tina. A new HBO documentary looks at the extraordinary life and career of the goddess of rock and roll, Tina Turner. And I can't wait to tell you about it. Then the Garden Guy returns. Del Kay is here with the best tips for seeding around this time of year. And we have missed her. Erin Campbell from Nadia Cakes is back, and she's brought the hottest, the biggest cupcakes of the season. That and more when the Jason Show continues.
I read something with Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, who are stars of the show, that said you don't know anything about Marvel Comics or the movies or any of this stuff.
I didn't grow up knowing much about comic books. My heroes were athletes. So when I came on set, I was asking like, okay, well, what does that mean? Or who's that person? Or how do they fit in? And finally, Sebastian was like, dude, stop asking questions. You're going to get more confused than you are. When you get answers, it's going to be worse.
Did you feel like when you were like trying out for the part that you had to tell them you knew, you had to pretend you knew about it?
I did a little.
You did a little, yeah.
Yeah, when they showed me a picture of the guy, and I was like, oh, all right, like, yeah. And then they start running me through the stuff, like, so you know when like Thanos snaps his fingers. I'm like, yeah. And then finally, about 15 minutes into the explanation of like why I am who I am, I had to look at her and just go like, I'm really sorry, Zoe. Like, I don't know any of this stuff.
I see. Yeah.
You have to start from the beginning, and she ran me through it, and they were super nice about it.
Yeah, I guess they were.
Well, that is unbelievably Wyatt Russell, the son of Goldie Hawn, and Kurt Russell, who stars in The Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney+. Still don't capital L love it. I told you that yesterday.
Give it some time.
Okay, before we continue with the hot dish, let's do a turkey neck update.
Oh, thank God.
So I asked you, because you know, in the Minneapolis St. Paul market, throughout the trial, we're on our sister station, Fox 9 Plus, and you can stream us on fox9.com. Anyway, an experiment, I wanted to see how many people found us. Basically, how devoted are you? And I said, just to prove if you're watching, type turkey neck to our Facebook page.
Yes.
Inundated. Robbie, Gary Hendricks, David Hammer, Hank, Sharon, Mealy Walker, Wally, Nancy Johnson, Travis Miller, Twitch, and my buddy Melinda Jacobs, and my mother felt the need. I go, Mom, I know you're watching. You're in an abandoned bar. Anyway, and then someone wrote that they are watching, but just like Wendy Williams, they're going to pass on the date with Ted.
Shady.
Shady lady.
Oh, shady. Maybe she's married.
Maybe she's married.
Or maybe she's just not interested in
Good guys.
that guy
A
specifically.
great man.
Ted is fantastic,
He
and
is.
you'll be lucky if you get to go on a date with him.
Absolutely.
That's a lot coming from me.
Hey, Kendall,
What?
can I ask you something?
What?
Why are we sucking up to Ted?
I actually have no idea. It
Okay,
feels really
We'll
uncomfortable.
move on.
Yeah.
Next in the dish, one of the most famous motels on TV is up for sale. Take a look.
Could you turn the music down, please? My wife hasn't slept all night.
Oh, hey, Johnny. Hey,
Roland.
yeah.
What are you doing here?
Well, we're doing some renos on the house, so we're gonna shack up here until they're all done. Honey, don't hog all the hot water, okay? Thank you.
Jocelyn's here?
Yeah, no, Johnny's here. Yeah, yes, I will say hi to him for you. Jocelyn says hi, Johnny.
You didn't hear us last night?
The hotel from Bleeps Creek is for sale, and it comes with a price tag of $1.6 million. In the series, it's called the Rosebud Motel, but it's actually named the Hockley Motel. It's located 50 miles northwest of Toronto. I have gone back. I love the show. I'm now going back and rewatching all the seasons. It's so... Catherine O'Hara as Moya Rose, I'll say it again, one of the best TV characters in the last decade. And Dan Levy is a joy.
Is that hotel going up for that much money very, very surprising, or like not so surprising to you?
Not so surprising.
Really? Because it doesn't look like the nicest place in the whole world.
Kendall, it's what we refer to as a fixer-upper.
A fixer-upper outside of Toronto.
That's right. Next in the dish, my ex-wife is bearing all for People magazine. Katie Couric is featured in the publication's annual Beautiful issue, and she's going makeup-free. Look at this.
Since I'm not on television every day, I don't have to do, the full spackle treatment. But I have been putting on a little bit when I do Zoom interviews or Instagram lives, or, have interviews where I'm at a conference or something like that. But in general, I've been wearing a lot less makeup. And it's so funny because now people are saying to me, we don't like you with all that makeup anymore. I think people appreciate showing the real you. And it's been nice to hear people say, we like you just the way you are.
Very sweet. My ex-wife, Katie, is 64 years old. Wow. Can't believe it. She looks fantastic. I know, audience. I know I can read you. Some of you don't like Katie's very polarizing. She wasn't back in my day. Back when the Today Show, I grew up with Dar.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's pervy now, but Katie and Matt.
Yep.
Katie, Matt, Al, and Ann.
Yep.
The Today Show. That was the gold. I mean, my mom's nodding her head. And I like Katie.
Mm-hmm.
I know people don't like her for whatever reason, but I will tell you, she's always been very good to me. And all joking aside, she's a trivia answer on this show. Katie Couric, first ever guest on the Jason Show.
Oh yeah, didn't she?
The pilot
surprised you, right?
First episode ever, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's Jeff, executive producer Jeff. Moments before we went on air, another little behind-the-scenes story. Moments. Jeff did not get confirmation until basically about a half hour before we were on air,
Mm-hmm.
and Katie called in to surprise me on the first episode. So. She's a good person. She really is.
I think you have to be really brave to do that too. I mean, we can sit back and digest what she said and look at it and stuff. And I think to actually be the one to go out there and do it, I don't even like to not wear makeup to the grocery store.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something that we're so accustomed to seeing young and beautiful and makeup and perfect. And
because society is very harsh on women. I don't mean to interrupt you, but yeah.
It is. And so I think for her to do this and just kind of say like, listen, I am who I am. I hope you all are comfortable with you too. I think bravo.
Well, and you bookend that with Sharon Stone, which is on Oprah on Sunday, talking about how women reach 40 and their value, it's ironic, you should be at your most powerful at 40, but
Right.
at 40, your value to society and men starts to diminish. I don't like that. I've never liked that because I'm 46. I still have a long road to go.
Right.
I'm not a woman, but I'm just saying. And I said that, and Jeff goes, well, maybe not a long road. Next on the dish, over the weekend, I got to see the new Tina Turner documentary on HBO, speaking of wonderful women. Before I give my thoughts here, take a look at the trailer.
The fantastic Ike and Tina Turner review!
It was Ike's band, but Tina with the shining star.
When I saw her dance, she was all I could look at.
He rehearsed constantly.
And then the pressure came that we had to work more to try to get a hit. And I was afraid. I had an abusive life. There's no other way to tell the story. Buddhism was a way out.
I started really seeing that I had to make a change.
The divorce, I got nothing. No money, no house. So I said, I'll just take my name.
The documentary follows her early rise to fame and then her even more improbable resurgence in the late 70s and early 80s. I could do an hour on her. I could do an hour on this documentary. I put this on my Instagram, and I really mean it. I've jokingly said this throughout the years. As you watch it, you think to yourself, the words icon and legend are thrown around rather frivolously nowadays. You know, oh, you're an icon. Legend, girl. You watch this and you realize the words icon and legend should be reserved for actual icons and legends, like the goddess of rock and roll, Tina Turner, because she is. That's an icon. I mean, when you come from what she came from, when you go through what she went through, and you come on the other side and you reinvent yourself when no one in the business had any faith. In the late 70s, they were like, okay, I mean, I know you're with Ike, but she had to basically claw her way to get booked into venues, to get booked in Vegas, and start a whole new persona for herself in rock and roll. And back then, you know, people were like, a black woman doing rock and what? I mean, just the whole thing. She defied every brick wall put in front of her. She crashed through it. And it is, and I've said it 80,000 times on this show, best live concert ever was Tina Turner, ever.
This documentary, does it go the whole span, or does it focus really? Okay, the whole thing. That's
whole thing.
A lot.
Takes you to the end where basically this is her goodbye. Okay. This and the Tina Turner musical, she said this is her public goodbye. She doesn't need to give us anything more. We don't. She doesn't owe us anything.
Right.
But this is her goodbye, and she talks about that. And she talks about how, and you start to go, ooh, I can see that. She got sick of journalists over the years bringing up Ike. She's like, all I want to do is look forward. And she was, you have no idea what that does when they kept bringing up her past. It brings you back to those awful times. I mean, he did horrendous things to her. Horrendous things to her. Anyway, I could sit here for another half hour. Go watch it. I'll just say that. Go watch it on HBO and HBO Max. It's 2 hours of your life that you'll never, ever go, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So good. We're going to take a break, everybody. I hope you don't regret the next half hour of your life, because you're going to stay here. Dale Kaye and Erin Campbell when we return. Welcome back to the broadcast. Hey, spring is here. And how I know that is I saw people in hammocks yesterday. And you may have some work to do around the house, including your garden. Here are tips on seeding this time of year is the man, the legend, the myth, the garden guy, Dale Kaye. Hi, buddy.
Good morning, Jason. That was quite the intro, the myth, the legend.
Dale, Dale, you know that I love you. I mean, I want to boost your self-esteem a little bit. You know you're one of my favorites. And if I could have a tattoo of any of our regulars, I would get a tattoo of you.
Huh. I don't know what to say. We should just end it right there.
We should.
But yes, spring is on the way, And we should. Spring is on the way, and there's actually 6 really good reasons why it's good to start your garden from seed. So let's run through those 6 first, and then we'll just go ahead and talk about timing first, because in this neck of the woods, timing is important because we're actually on a shorter season. So that way, when we have a lot of a shorter growing time, we can actually extend that season by seeding early. So that's one really good thing. Also, variety is important too. And you get a lot more variety in seeds than you would anywhere else in like your favorite local garden shop. Just take a look at some of these. For example, take a look at this tomato right here. This was actually developed in the 30s by the Heinz company. Like the ketchup people, the tomato sauce people back in the 30s. So that's some really cool varieties. This one here is Hillbilly. It was developed in the hills of West Virginia. This is a really super sweet tomato. And this one here, if you're looking for a really, really small tomato, this one here is super sweet, but probably the tiniest of all. So you get these wonderful, great varieties with seeds as well. And then also availability. I'm just going to fiddle with this thing here for a second. Also availability is important as well, because when you go to your garden center in the spring, you might pick up all your veggies and things like that, but then at the garden center in the summer, all the veggies are kind of gone. So if you have seeds that you can continually plant, that will be very helpful as well. So you can keep planting lettuce, you can do several crops of beans, several crops of peas, all those sorts of things as well that you can kind of keep growing. So that allows you to extend your gardening season as well. And if you're using open pollinated seeds, you can read that right on the packet. Open pollinated seeds, you can actually start to save your seeds for years to come as well, which is really good. And you can also save money by planting seeds. They're literally as cheap as chips. You get a lot of bang for your buck, and some of the other inputs are quite cheap as well. So you get to save a lot of money planting a lot of plants, planting seeds. And then finally, it's quite nurturing, and it brings you happiness when you can actually grow something. It's like taking care of little babies. It makes you feel really warm inside. So that's also a great thing for a great benefit of seeding as well. Now, as far as what you need to start seeding, you need a vessel to hold your seeds into. So I've got 2 different styles here. You've got your basically your basic seeding flat, and then these are super handy as well. These are great these are called little jiffy pellets, and what you do is you pop them in a little bit of water, and they swell up just like that. So you basically got your own container right inside there. Seed goes in the top, this just goes back into the tray, and lid goes on, and then you get your seeds to germinate, which is really fun as well. From there, you need a little bit of seeding soil, which is just a little bit finer than your regular seeding soil. That would be for this type of tray. And then also, what's handy to have in your home is a seeding mat just like this. This actually goes under your seeding flat, and that keeps the soil warm. Now, there's 2 basic things that seed need to germinate. It's soil temperature that's warm, and then also moisture, sunshine and all that comes into play once the seeds have germinated. So that's why that seeding pad raises your temperature about 20 degrees than what you have it in your home right now. So it makes the soil super warm. And that with moisture, so you need a little watering can, that with moisture actually initiates the seed to germinate. And then what you end up with is a bunch of little seeds just like this one. These are actually little tomatoes that were seeded. I should mention, and you can see behind me, we're in a professional greenhouse right now. I'll just take a step back. It absolutely is lush and green in here. It smells, by crikey, Jason, it smells absolutely fabulous in here as well. But basically what you end up with are these little seedlings. You take care of these, you give them lots of light, and then you can transplant them, and they go out into your garden. And these tomatoes, I should mention, now is the time to seed tomatoes, because you actually don't want them to go out into the garden until about mid-May. So that's really good. And I should also mention before we go, one more benefit is it's great to do with the grandkids and also the kids, because there's a lot of fun, different stuff you can, like pumpkins are super fun to plant with kids. Edible flowers are super fun to plant with kids. This makes great pumpkin pie. And look at that little sweet gentleman there. It's almost like he's taking his class picture on that big pumpkin. Back to you.
Dale, I'm just shocked to learn. We all thought, the crew thought, that we were in your backyard. You're telling me that's not your house?
No, it's actually, by crikey, it's actually 80 degrees in here. I've got this jacket on, and I'm almost
Take it off,
a little
Dale.
bit,
Just take
but
it.
I don't want to take my top off. No, because then my boobs will show. I don't want to do that.
Well, I got to tell you, Dale, there's nothing that'll bring the ratings up like an Aussie just flashing the camera. So it's fine, Dale. There we go.
See?
You be you, Dale. Body positivity. You be you.
Yes. Well, I'm a myth. I just remembered I'm a myth, so I can do that. I might just take all my clothes off, and then I can be the naked gardener.
Perfect.
Instead of just the garden guy.
Perfect. We're putting Dale K to the Australian trivia test when we return with clothes right after this. He's gonna have clothes.
I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, I come from a land down under.
It has been 40 years since we heard that song, Down Under by the Australian band Men at Work. Dale K is our favorite person from the land down under. I know he has an accent that makes you think, is he from Long Island? But no, he's actually from Australia. And every time he's on the show, we like to play a little game inspired by his homeland. Last time, he put me to the test with some Australian slang, but today, we're testing Dale with some down under trivia. Dale K, are you ready?
I'm kind of nervous, Jason, to tell you the truth.
I think you'll be fine. Okay, here we go. We're going to start easy, my dear friend. This is true or false, okay? True or false? There are twice as many kangaroos in Australia as humans.
True.
You are right, Dale. You are right. 1 point on the board, everyone. 1 point on the board. Number 2, Dale. What's the name of the fake animal created in Australia to scare away tourists?
The fake animal to scare away tourists in Australia. Is it the Tasmanian devil?
No, I did say, for clarification, a fake animal, but I mean, it's fine. But this is, it's called the drop bear. The drop bear, and it would drop from trees and scare the tourists.
No, I think that's in Florida, mate. It's the iguana that drops out of trees.
No, executive producer Jeff is confident of his research. He's arguing with you, Dale. He's arguing. Okay, here we go. Number 3. Fast food chain Burger King is known as what in Australia?
Hungry Jacks.
You are right, Dale. Hungry Jacks. 2 points on the board, Dale. 2 points on the board. Okay, here we go, Dale. How many species of spiders are found in Australia? 500 plus, 1,000 plus, or 1,500 plus?
500 plus.
No, I'm very sorry, Dale. It's 1,500 plus, which is unbelievably horrifying.
That's why they call me the garden guy, not the fauna guy.
That's right, Dale. It sure is.
Or the arachnid guy.
Brisbane hosts the world champions of what kind of racing? Spider, cockroach, or snake?
Well, they're all banana benders up there. Let me think.
Dale, what did you wait? What did you just call me, Dale? What did you just call me, Dale?
No, people from Brisbane, we call them banana benders.
That means something else in my community, Dale.
What does it mean in your community?
I'll explain after the show, Dale. Just answer the question. Spider, cockroach, or snake?
I'll say cockroach.
You are right, Dale. 3 points on the board. 3 points. Okay, one more. Here we go, Dale. What did an Australian man try selling on eBay? New Zealand, a koala, or the Great Barrier Reef?
I'm going to say a koala. I'm not an eBay guy, but I'm going to say koala.
No, I'm sorry, it's New Zealand, Dale. It's New Zealand. It's all right, Dale. You know what? You got half of them right. You're still, we still love you. You're still an icon, and you're still a myth. Thank you, buddy.
My dad is going to be so disappointed when I give him the score.
It's all right. We still love you. The great Dale K, everybody. We'll post this segment a little bit later on the Jason Show Facebook page. When we come back, the return of our good friend, Erin Campbell, next. So, at the beginning of the show, I was telling you how during the trial, our show in the Twin Cities market is airing on our sister station, Fox 9 Plus. And Kendall and I wanted to see the crew, hey, how many people have found us? You know, traveled, right, Kendall? Traveled across a river to find us, a TV river. So I asked you at the beginning of the show, I said, hey, a little fun, go to the Jason Show Facebook page and type turkey neck if you're watching. That way we know how many people. Inundated. Hundreds, hundreds of thousands of people. My favorite, though, so far, not one of, I mean, I don't want to play favorites. Kathy Kemper, who literally sent me a picture of a turkey outside her back door. I can't see it. Literally a turkey, a full turkey outside, not just a turkey neck. Kathy is so devoted, she sent me a darn turkey, a whole turkey bird.
It's supposed to, it's turkey, it's mating season.
Kendall, you're not on camera, and if you were, I would say it kind of scares me to know that you know off the top of your head when turkey mating season is.
Well, it's about hunting season.
I get it. I get it.
You know, no, that's what, you know, that's what we do.
Okay. Keep sending us emails. We'll keep giving you shout outs. And all kidding, we're having fun with this, but we really do appreciate each and every one of you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, the return of Erin Campbell next. Oh, we have fun around here, don't we, kids? Not everyone is a fan of April Fool's Day, but our next guest is. One of her creations is a huge hit this time of year. I have been waiting about a year to say this. Please welcome back to the Jason Show, my dear, dear, dear friend, Erin Campbell from Nadia Cakes. Welcome back, sweetie.
Hello, thank you for having me. I've missed you.
I know you were on my list of guests that I can't wait to come back into the studio. I miss you.
Wait.
I know, I miss you, and I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I remember, we've been together so long, I remember when this wasn't an event. Tell everybody about this 4-day event you guys have going on.
All right, so April Fool's Day is, believe it or not, and this is not a joke, it's our #1 holiday of the year in all of our locations. We have this precious cupcake that's very wholesome called a unicorn poop, and it actually has a little tiny fondant poopy right on the top of it. And we hand make these. They're the perfect poop. And they are $6.95 a piece. They're available in regular, gluten-free, and vegan. And we only carry these once a year because I don't know if you know or not, but unicorns only poop once a year.
That's right.
And we are there to catch it.
That's right. I mean, I'm Erin, I'm learning all sorts of things. Kendall just told me it's turkey mating season. You're telling me unicorns only, you know, once a year. It's a big day.
Once a year.
It's a big day, Erin. So
it is. It's a huge day.
And this goes till Thursday, right, sweetie?
Yes, we will have our unicorn poop, our unicorn bark, and our 6 lookalikes that we have this year all the way through Thursday.
Hey,
we have a total of a 6-pack.
Erin, where did this start? I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I think I remember, but how and when did this start?
What had happened was we were looking for something funny to do on April Fool's Day. And we know that our customers, because, well, we all share the same weirdness, they really, really like anything that has rainbows and poop on it.
Yeah.
So one time, Abby was in the kitchen and she's like, you know what would be so cool is if we did a unicorn poop cupcake on April Fool's Day. And we knew that this could not just be a regular cupcake because unicorns are magical. And so it had to be something above and beyond. And so To us, the only way to go above and beyond is to really break the cupcake down by layer, and that's exactly what we did. So there's 5 different colors of batter piped into each cupcake by hand.
Yep.
And then it gets that green grass on the top and those little fondant handled cookies. One of these guys takes about 20 minutes from start to finish, and I'm pretty fast.
Yeah. They are. I'm holding one now. People can see the layers. They are little works of art. Okay, Erin, you have a little demo for us today. What are we doing?
All right, so I had a demo, and what had happened was my day got totally crazy. So I thought that we could just kind of go through what we have.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so I have some really fun things. We have some taco bowls right now, and look at this. Like, it's a flippin' little taco bowl, and it's chocolate mousse in there. So this is mousse, and then it has little pieces of cheese and lettuce that are actually coconut and this little sour cream. I may or may not have eaten one of these for breakfast, and I can tell you that it is delicious. So we have these guys, and then over here we have baby sliders. Oh my God, look at them, they're so tiny.
Look at
We normally
those.
do big guys, and these guys are so little. They're so good, and I'm gonna eat one just because, like, you guys have to see the inside of this.
Yeah, eat it, Erin.
Look at that.
Look at that. Okay,
Mhm.
Erin, what's on that plate in front of you? Do I see tomato soup? What is that?
You do. So these are our 6 lookalikes this year. I'm gonna swallow. Sorry.
Go ahead and swallow. Go ahead and swallow the cupcake. It's fine.
I took a big bite. It was delicious. So we have our fettuccine Alfredo. This is a vanilla cake, and this is also available in gluten aware. We have our orange chicken that literally looks like chicken. Guess what these little guys are?
Is that caramel corn?
Yes, it's caramel popcorn.
Yep.
It works so perfect. Then we have our everything bagel, which is complete with actual everything seasoning. We have our tomato soup with a tiny little grilled cheese on there. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Then we also have our,
No, go ahead.
we have our achu tissue because I felt like sick cupcake was kind of not appetizing. So achu tissue sounded a little bit better. And that's our lemon drop. And I know it looks kind of gooey and gross, but that's exactly how it's supposed to be. And we have chewed bubble gum, like the kind of stuff you find on the sidewalk that's already pre-chewed. We did all the hard work for you.
Well,
these are our 6 lookalikes. They'll probably make your stomach turn, but that's what we're going for.
That's what you're going for. Well, I got to tell you, I'll end how I started. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're back. I missed you, and I can't wait to give you a hug when I see you.
Yes. Big hugs, big hugs. I miss you all. I'm so happy to virtually see you.
Yes. Bye, sweetie. Go to NadiaCakes.com for more and support local. They've been so good to us, and this is so fun. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap up the show right after this. So good. Oh, we have fun around here, don't we, kids? Not everyone is a fan of April Fool's Day, but our next guest is. One of her creations is a huge hit this time of year. I have been waiting about a year to say this. Please welcome back to the Jason Show my dear, dear, dear friend, Erin Campbell from Nadia Cakes. Welcome back, sweetie.
Hello, thank you for having me. I've missed you.
I know you were on my list of guests that I can't wait to come back into the studio. I miss you.
Wait.
I know, I miss you, and I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I remember, we've been together so long, I remember when this wasn't an event. Tell everybody about this 4-day event you guys have going on.
All right, so April Fool's Day is, believe it or not, and this is not a joke, it's our #1 holiday of the year in all of our locations. We have this precious cupcake that's very wholesome called a unicorn poop, and it actually has a little tiny fondant poopy right on the top of it. And we hand make these. They're the perfect poop. And they are $6.95 a piece. They're available in regular, gluten-free, and vegan. And we only carry these once a year because I don't know if you know or not, but unicorns only poop once a year.
That's right.
And we are there to catch it.
That's right. I mean, I'm Erin, I'm learning all sorts of things. Kendall just told me it's turkey mating season. You're telling me unicorns only, once a year. It's a big day.
Once a year.
It's a big day, Erin. So
It is. It's a huge day.
and this goes till Thursday, right, sweetie?
Yes, we will have our unicorn poop, our unicorn bark, and our 6 lookalikes that we have this year all the way through Thursday.
Hey,
we have a total of a 6-pack.
Erin, where did this start? I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I think I remember, but how and when did this start?
What had happened was we were looking for something funny to do on April Fool's Day. And we know that our customers, because, well, we all share the same weirdness, they really, really like anything that has rainbows and poop on it.
Yeah.
So one time, Abby was in the kitchen and she's like, you know what would be so cool is if we did a unicorn poop cupcake on April Fool's Day. And we knew that this could not just be a regular cupcake because unicorns are magical. And so it had to be something above and beyond. And so to us, the only way to go above and beyond is to really break the cupcake down by layer. And that's exactly what we did. So there's 5 different colors of batter piped into each cupcake by hand. Yeah. And then it gets that green grass on the top and those little fondant handled cookies. One of these guys takes about 20 minutes from start to finish. And I'm pretty fast.
Yeah. They are. I'm holding one now. People can see the layers. They are little works of art. Okay, Erin, you have a little demo for us today. What are we doing?
All right. So I had a demo, and what had happened was my day got totally crazy. So I thought that we could just kind of go through what we have.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. So I have some really fun things. We have some taco bowls right now, and look at this. Like, it's a flippin' little taco bowl, and it's chocolate mousse in there. So this is mousse, and then it has little pieces of cheese and lettuce that are actually coconut and this little sour cream. I may or may not have eaten one of these for breakfast, and I can tell you that it is delicious. So we have these guys, and then over here we have baby sliders. Oh my God, look at them, they're so tiny.
Look at
We normally
those.
do big guys, and these guys are so little. They're so good, and I'm gonna eat one just because, like, you guys have to see the inside of this.
Yeah, eat it, Erin.
Look at that.
Look at that. Okay,
Mhm.
Erin, what's on that plate in front of you? Do I see tomato soup? What is that?
You do. So these are our 6 lookalikes this year. I'm gonna swallow. Sorry.
Go ahead and swallow. Go ahead and swallow the cupcake. It's fine.
I took a big bite. It was delicious. So we have our fettuccine Alfredo. This is a vanilla cake, and this is also available in gluten aware. We have our orange chicken that literally looks like chicken. Guess what these little guys are?
Is that caramel corn?
Yes, it's caramel popcorn.
Yep.
It works so perfect. Then we have our everything bagel, which is complete with actual everything seasoning. We have our tomato soup with a tiny little grilled cheese on there. Oh, I'm obsessed with it. Then we also have our,
No, go ahead.
we have our au chu tissue because I felt like 6 cupcake was kind of not appetizing. So au chu tissue sounded a little bit better. And that's our lemon drop. And I know it looks kind of gooey and gross, but that's exactly how it's supposed to be. And we have chewed bubble gum, like the kind of stuff that you find on the sidewalk that's already pre-chewed. We did all the hard work for you.
Well,
these are our 6 lookalikes. They'll probably make your stomach turn, but that's what we're going for.
That's what you're going for. Well, I got to tell you, I'll end how I started. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you're back. I missed you, and I can't wait to give you a hug when I see you.
Yes. Big hugs, big hugs. I miss you all. I'm so happy to, like, virtually see you.
Yes? Bye, sweetie. Go to NadiaCakes.com for more and support local. They've been so good to us, and this is so fun. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap up the show right after this. So good. Well, I just said it a couple days ago that we have the best viewers ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I talked about the gentleman from the Shortbread Cookie Company that said he came on our show and he had 10 times the response of other appearances that he made. We have the best people. Another example, the Turkey Neck Challenge. We asked you to just type in the 2 words.
Oh, it's a
turkey neck,
challenge now.
if you were watching our show, because we're on another station during the trial. Tammy Disted, Nicole, Sandra Ems, Linda, Carrie Swandell, Barb Nicholson, Patty Archer, Rick Smith. I could go on. Jeff, in that commercial break, was scrolling hundreds, and I'm not hundreds of people going to the Jason Show Facebook page and direct messaging us 2 little words: turkey neck.
Turkey neck.
Just to show you're watching our broadcast. No, seriously, guys, thank you. You know, I know it's sometimes hard because, you know, if you're on different cable systems. All joking aside, we greatly appreciate it over the next few weeks supporting our show and following us. And you can always stream it too on fox9.com if you can't get to a TV. Or like my mom, go to an abandoned bar.
Find one.
Tomorrow on the show, the gadget guy is back with some sleep gadgets. Oh, all of us that get up early, I'll be watching our show. I'll be watching. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Turkey neck, thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.